So we're going to look at the new setup that we have here very briefly, and it's more an audio test than anything else. We had some horrible audio coming off of the setup that we had before because we were using a lav mic, actually a really good lav mic, and we just thought it would be better to shoot in camera. Of course, the lav being omnidirectional was picking up audio from in front of us, which was directly over by the directly from this mid-2015 MacBook Pro, and the fan's making a lot of noise, but I don't think this mic is going to pick up that sound. This is an Audio-Technica 2035, great microphone, and I love it. I love the warm sound that comes out of it. I think it's a very efficient mic and works well in this environment. I don't have a lot of sound deadening here. I've got some shelves behind me that have stuff on them, but it's a lot of hard surfaces. A window over on this on right beside me here, and another window on this side. It's a very narrow little room, but it's we're able to use it, and I think that it will work just fine for what our purposes are here. Now, as far as the audio, I think we've done another test earlier without OBS. Now we're running it through OBS, just wanting to see how it works. I've got the ATEM Mini hooked up here, and it seems to be quite good. OBS is recognizing it finally after some tweaking. I'm going to try something here. I'm just going to run a fade to black on the system here, and you will see it shortly, and then pop it back out there. That's one of the features with the ATEM Mini. Now there are other features with OBS as well. We'll bring in streams, we'll bring in Skype, a few other things. We'll be doing some interviews, and so we're going to test it out. We're going to see how it works. The biggest thing for me, being an audio fanatic, is good audio. This mic, the AT2035, will give you great audio. Now, we've tried a few different solutions for streaming over the last little while. Tried the Ultra Studio Mini Recorder from Blackmagic Design as well. This is a very solid device. It's a chunk of metal. I mean, it is great. It's got SDI out as well as HDMI out. It works very well when it works. And the thing is, it was a little tricky to get going. I did get it working on here, but there was a bit of fumbling, and I didn't like it. Then we also tried this unit here, which is a fantastic unit. It's the Camlink 4K from Elgato. It works instantly on any tool we tried, through OBS, direct into different websites, and through Zoom and what have you. I mean, it just works. And I would recommend, if you can get it, and that's the big thing these days, can you get it? I would go with this. I think that the Camlink 4K works very well, and I think it isn't the same kind of construction. I mean, if you take these two units side by side, the quality of the metal hardware here, it's a nice chunk of metal, is really good. The Camlink 4K is made out of plastic. It's well built, but it is a plastic dongle basically. But the ATEM Mini that we have is a really solid piece of hardware. It is carbon fiber. It's a solid body. Weighs significantly more than, it looks like a little keyboard, but it's actually pretty heavy. It's not going to slide around on your desk, which is great. It's got little rubber pads underneath, so it won't move. But more importantly than anything else, it is able to do this, and we're going to talk about a few of the other things we can do on here, and just see what types of little tricks and stuff there are with this. I mean, there is a fair amount that you can do, and I'm just playing with it, so don't mind me looking over here. But yeah, I mean, you can basically go to a few different items here, and I'm just going to throw a still on here to figure out how to do it. There is, just looking at the keyboard here, and there is a way to slap a still on the image on the screen, and we're going to see if that's done it at all. But we're just trying to pick it up there. There's a couple little options doing this. We're going to see if there's a delay and how that works, and then how we can slide those around while we play with this. Um, there are so many different things we can do with, and sorry that still didn't work, playing around with this, but being able to do this on the EOS-R was a big deal, and it does work. Very pleased with it. And we're just going to test, make sure the audio sounds good, and if that's working for me, this is going to be the solution as far as mics go. I think I'll shy away from the wireless lav. Might try a shotgun later as well, but I really do like this mic, so if I can use this, I'm going to use this in studio as much as possible. And that's it, basically, using a Canon EOS-R linked up through the Blackmagic ATEM Mini, using an Audio Technica 2035, going through a Scarlett 2i2 audio capture device into a MacBook Pro, which is a mid-2015 MacBook Pro, and everything's running through a CalDigit Thunderbolt dock, actually a Thunderbolt 3 dock, and it seems to work just fine, and we're using OBS Studio. The only thing, like I said, it's been a worry for me, or a challenge for me from the beginning, is fan noise. I don't think we have it here, but it might have picked up a little bit now. This mic is more directional than using the omnidirectional lav mic, so we'll see what happens, but I think this is probably a better solution, and we'll just see what it turns out to be like when this is all said and done. So anyway, that is what we have here, and we're gonna stop this stream now and test the audio and see if it sounds